Our second topic is about magnetism. As you see, there are different shapes of magnets, and magnets has two main types. Natural magnet, which is a black rock, it discovered in Magnesia, and artificial magnets that we shape them in different shapes as you see. This is a rectangular magnet or bar magnet. It is a horseshoe magnet, and there are other forms like this one, which called magnetic needle. If you look to this, we use the same magnetic needle to make the compass, which we use to identify the main geographical directions. It always takes the direction of north and south, as you see. It becomes fixed to north and south, and so we can identify the other directions. From the properties of magnet, that it has a magnetic force. Magnetic force doesn't affect on all substances. There are substances that doesn't affected by magnetism. It is called, as you see, this is copper, and the magnet doesn't attract copper. It doesn't attract other metals if you try, and this is aluminum. It doesn't attract to it, but if we close it to these nails which made of iron, it attracts them. There are materials that are called non-magnetic materials like copper, like aluminum, like other materials, and there are 4 materials called magnetic, like iron, nickel, cobalt, steel. And the second property of magnet, the magnet will move. If you leave it move freely, it will take at last fixed directions to north and south, like you see in this compass. If you leave it moves freely and let it settle, you find that it takes the north and south direction. And the magnet also has the ability to attract other magnet. But in case, if you look here, if we close north pole of magnet to north to south pole of other magnet, they attracted. So the dislike poles, opposite poles attracted. If we inverse it to face the north to south, to north, you find that they repel each other, while the different poles attracted. Our lesson today is about electricity and magnetism. As we said, there is a relation between magnetism and electricity. If we get this connecting wire, connect it to a battery, it produces electric current, and we close it to a magnet. We close it to a magnetic needle, which is take fixed direction to north and south. When you close it, you observe that the magnetic needle begins to deflect. It begins to move, affecting with the magnetic force. And we can use this property and this relation to produce electromagnet. Electromagnet consists of wrought iron nail or wrought iron bar. As the wrought iron is easy to get electricity and easy to lose it. So it becomes a temporary magnet. If we connect it to a battery, electric current produced through the coil, and close it to iron filings, we observe that it attracts iron filings. So the wrought iron nail now is a temporary magnet. When we disconnect electricity, we observe that the iron filings begins to fall down as it becomes a wrought iron nail again. Second part, we can use magnetism to produce electricity. We here use a coil of copper wire. It rotates, twisted, and it exists between 2 poles of magnet. When we move this coil, rotate this coil, as you see, it begins to move inside the magnet and it generates electricity.